Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So the last video we have covered as mainly connecting and shaping data uh, and front end versus back end and different types of data connectors, Power Query Editor and query editing tools and some basic table transformations. Okay, so these are covered as the the last two videos. So in this video, I'm planning to cover as mainly storage and connection modes and connecting to a database. So we'll connect to till now we are connecting with the manual files, right? So we'll connect to today SQL Server. So by using SQL Server, we'll connect to the database. And other way, one more other connector also we had to see extracting the data from the web. And we'll see the data profiling tools also like column quality, column distribution, column profile. So these things will cover. Okay. So first of all, I will connect as the storage and connection modes. So basically, these storage and connection modes are mainly, first of all, we'll follow the Power BI desktop supports several types of storage and connection modes. That is mainly first one as the input and the other one as the direct query and composite. So composite mode called as like dual, okay, and live connection. So these are the different storage and connection modes. So basically, the Power BI desktop supports these storage and connection modes. That is mainly import, direct query, composite mode is the dual live connection. So first, basically, what is the import and direct query? We'll see. So import is mainly directly will get the data and that is stored in the cache. Okay, if source table is to be updated, so in Power BI it's not updating. Okay, that is called as the import. And coming to direct query, so if source table is to be updated, then in Power BI report also will be updated. So that is the direct query. Okay. So basically, import is mainly tables are stored in memory within the Power BI, and queries are fulfilled by cached data. That is default. So coming to direct query, tables are connected directly to the source, and queries are executed on demand at the data source. That is the direct query and import. And coming to composite mode, so tables come from a mix of import and direct query modes or integrate with multiple direct query tables. That is the composite mode. And coming to live connection is mainly to connect the pre-published Power BI datasets in Power BI service or Azure analysis service. So these are all the different connection modes, storages and connection modes. And now we'll look into the some connecting to a database. Connecting to a database. So connecting to database, so as usual, till now we have loaded as the manual datasets like CSV files. We'll see SQL Server to connect to SQL Server and we'll fetch the data. So the Power Query can connect to data from various data sources. So those data sources like SQL Server, MS Access, and MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, SAP, and more. Okay, so these are all different database we can connect. So let's look into SQL Server, how we'll connect them. So first of all, we'll open the SQL Server. In the SQL Server, first we'll take the server IP. So if you look into this SQL Server, desktop, right click and click on the properties. So once we click on the properties, so here the name is server name is available here. So just click on this one, desktop, copy this. So somewhere you have to paste. Okay. So this is the my SQL Server IP. Now again go back to Power BI and we'll look into some database also. For example, I will connect with which database. So click on the databases. In system databases are available, and here are some database: AdventureWorks 2019 employee database, sales database. For example, if I select with the sales database tables, here I have the orders table and customers table. So if I select with this table, top 100 rows, So you see here, I have only 3 rows in this table. So let's close this one. This one also close. Okay. And if I check with customers table, in customers table, I have only 3 rows. So I will go with better AdventureWorks 2019 database. Okay. So in this database, I have multiple tables are available here. So let's consider one table. Okay. Let's go with the sales store. Select top 100 rows. Okay. So in this, I have 701 rows available. Okay. So I will consider this table. So in AdventureWorks 2019 database, sales store data will fetch through Power BI. Again, go back to Power BI. So here we have the data connectors. So the earlier videos I have covered as the data connectors. So just click on the get data. So once we click on the get data, here the data connectors are available. Just search with the SQL Server. So I have the SQL Server, this one. So SQL Server database, SQL Server analysis services database, SSAS. I will select with SQL Server database, connect. So once we select with the connect, it will ask as the server name. So server name already we fetch, right? So just copy this server name and paste it in the server. That's Power BI server, SQL Server database. Okay. So here we have the options. Database name also available. If you want, you can fetch with the, you can type with the database name. So database name called as this one, AdventureWorks so 2019. Okay. So that is optional stage. And here data connectivity mode. So if you see here, select the default storage mode for new tables. So default storage is import or DirectQuery. So already we covered this the options, connectivity storage modes. Okay. So so right now I am selecting with the default settings, import and advanced options. So if you want, you can write with the SQL statement also. Here we can write. So select a star from table name and whichever the query we want. Okay. If you have any restrictions with the requirements with the query client, that requirements we have to write here in SQL statement. And comment timeout in minutes. So we'll give us the comment timeout also and include the relationship columns, navigate using full hierarchy, these options. So for time being, I will use with simple database I had to pull, set up with the SQL Server database, click on OK. So once we click OK, then it will redirect to the SQL Server tables, which in this server, I have these databases are available. AdventureWorks 2019 database, employee database, sales database. See here. So I have these 3 databases are available, employee, sales. The same thing is shown here once we set up this connection. So just select with AdventureWorks 2019, the tables are this one. Okay. So if you click on this one, any one particular table, the preview is to be shown here, human resource department. If you click on this checkbox, immediately the load option will be enabled. I'll just click on this human resource department, load option is enabled, right? So this is the preview and transform data if you want to. For time being, we'll go with the sales store, right? Sales store. Select this sales store. So business entity, ID, name, salesperson, so and so. Okay. I'll just click on the checkbox, click on load or transform the data. So I'll click on transform data. Okay. So once we transform the data we have, so here we have the option called as this sales store preview is available. So same way, we have the right side of the steps also available here. Okay. And table name is sales store. If you want to rename the table, we can rename the table and we can apply with any transformation techniques, all the transformations, extraction, transformation, loading data. Okay. So this is the process so to connect the database and to fetch the data from SQL Server. Now, for time being, I will disable this data. Right? Like I don't want to load this data to data model. We just click on the save option, close and apply, or else save option. The data model will be created, right? So right now I'm selecting with the right click, and here you can see the option enable load. So enable load called as so this sales store table is not load to in data model. Okay. So so if you don't want to load any one particular table, just this is the one option, enable load, or else you can straight away delete. So for time being, I'm not straight away deleting, but use this facility like enable the load. So once I click on the enable load, see the font style is italic. So this table data is to be not loaded to the data model. And above, click on save. See here, Microsoft Power BI desktop, there are pending changes in your queries. Okay, apply. Right. So this is the connecting to database SQL Server. Next, we'll see one more, this one, what we say, extracting the data from the web. So let's look into extracting data from the web. So web called as mainly this Power Query includes a native web connector. So web connector called as from the URL. So like Wikipedia or else any website, we have to fetch the data from that web web link. So that is called as web connector. So for importing web hosted files, that is CSV, XLS, etc., or scrapping the URLs for anything that Power Query can identify as a structured table. So let's look into these options. So for Power Query, this web option called as, so again, I will go with data source. So like data connectors, click on new source. Here, if you look into this, web option is there. So click on this web option. So once you check with the, click on the web option and it is asking the URL. So for right now, I am using with one Wikipedia URL, okay? Like list of asset management firms. Okay, so this is the basic version, like basic option. So if you click on the advanced, so again, it will give us multiple features. So for time being, we'll go with the feature, basic feature. So URL is selected and click on OK. So once you select with, click on OK, so it is connecting to that particular URL, Wikipedia, and it will show as the tables. So earlier, SQL Server is to be showing the database, right? The same way, the web also is showing the options. Okay. See here, display options, HTML tables, suggested tables, and text. We click on table 1, the preview. So table 1, rank, firm, company, country, AUM, etc. The same thing, this is the table view in above. So in above, we have the option, two options, table view and web view. So click on this web view, how it is showing. See here, the website is show how it is showing the data. Wikipedia, list of asset management firms. So here the rank, so largest companies, rank, firm, company, country, AUM. So this table only we are fetching, okay, direct. So if any other tables, so in this, yeah, this one also one table and other. So this way we'll connect to the extracting the data from the web. So table 2, I have column 1 and column 2, table 3, table 7, table 10. Okay. So within this website, what are all the tables are available? So this will show. For right now, we'll select as table 1 and select the checkbox. So once you select the checkbox, the OK option is to be enabled. So select OK. It will load the data to Power BI. Okay. So the table is to be loaded. So see here, table 1, and we'll rename the table also. So in this table 1, we have the rank, firm, company, ABC, country. ABC country means that is the ABC is the data type. Country, AUM. Okay. So once we click on the save, or else if any transformations we'll do, we can apply the transformations. So this is the way we'll connect to extracting the data from the web. So now I'll do this one as the also. I'm not loading this data to data model. So enable load. So enable load called as I'm not loading this data to what do you say, data model. So the table 1 is not loading to data model. Click on save, apply. Okay, right. So till now we have seen as the connecting to the SQL Server database, connecting to the web connector. Now we'll look into some data profiling tools. So profiling tools called as mainly like column quality, column distribution, column profile. Okay. So it is allow you to explore the quality, composition, and distribution of your data. So before loading it into the Power BI front end. So here, why we are using this data profiling tools called as mainly profiling tools are a great way to quick find and address common data quality issues in one place. So instead of having to manually apply multiple tools or filters, like column quality. So column quality called as mainly it shows the percentage of values within a column. So let's look into this. It's easy to understand these data profiling tools like column quality, column distribution, column profile. Now I will load one more data set, news source, go to CSV. So in CSV, I'll go with customer lookup table, click on OK. So it is loading the data, customer table data set. So click on OK. So in this customer lookup, we'll remove this, rename this table name. Customer lookup table is to be loaded here, right? Now we'll look into this data profiling tools in this data set. So click on view. So in view, we have the option called as the column quality. So select the column quality. So once you select with the column quality, you'll see with the this options like valid, error, and empty. Okay. So here 100% valid is the data, 100% valid, error is 0%, and empty is 0%. So the column quality shows the percentage of values within a column that are valid, that contains errors or empty. But here the twist is this is for only the sample data. So the sample data call is within this particular column, the column profiling based on top 1000 rows. If you want to apply with entire data set, we can apply that entire data set. So that option, if you just look into this option, here you have the option called as the column profiling based on top 1000 rows. So this is the only for 1000 rows. Now I will apply with column profiling based on entire data set. So if I click on entire data set, it is changing. See here, entire data set for customer key valid. So now how many percent of valid? So error, empty. Okay. So if I click on the remove errors, all the errors will remove. If I click on remove errors, see the step is to be added, removed errors. All the errors are removed and valid is 99%, errors are 0%, empty is less than 1%. Okay. Remove this step. And if you look into empty, so prefix. So if you select with the prefix, so in prefix we have the 99% valid rows, error is 0, empty is less than 1%. So if I click on remove empty, so all the empty values will be removed. So filtered rows. Okay, so now valid is 100%, error is 0%, and empty is 0%. So I'm not applying these steps in this data set, just I'm showing. And next, if you drag this right side, all the columns are showing this way. Okay, so this is the what we say data profiling column quality. That is number of records in each category. Like when we hold the menu here within the particular column quality box to see the number of records in each category. And we have some of the other options also. If you just right click here within the particular column and right click, okay, so copy quality matrix, keep duplicates, keep errors, and remove duplicates, remove empty, remove errors. Okay, these options also we have to apply. So keep errors called as, if you keep on the only errors, if I select with keep errors, see here only 5 rows are available within the errors. If I select with one particular error, the error is also shown. So what is the error? Data format error. We could not convert to number. So this is the string format is there. So that 30 and hyphen 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 dash dash dash. So that is we could not convert to number this format. Okay. So let's remove this option. Keep errors also I'll remove. Okay. So this is the column quality, and we'll move on to column distribution. Now I'm selecting with the column distribution. So this column distribution also provide a sample distribution of the data in a column. So if you look into this one, what do we say? For example, the first name. So the first name is 667 distinct rows are available. 89 unique rows are available. If you want to remove the duplicates, so remove the duplicates. So generally we can't apply in this stage a first name, last name to remove duplicates. Just I'm showing the example only. So ignore this step. So this is the one best feature for column distribution. How many number of distinct values, unique values. So, like mainly when you hover over the this particular column, the quality box to see the number of distinct and unique records. And the same thing, if you right click here also, you can see with the options like to remove the duplicates, errors of or empty values, like all the options are available. So this is the column distribution, and I'm select this column distribution, and I'm selecting with the column profile. So if you select, once you select with column profile, so basically this column profile is so to provide a more holistic view of the data in a column, including a sample distribution and profiling statistics. So for example, if you look into this column profile, for just right now, I am selecting with the last name, right? So for this last name, column statistics are count. How many number of count in this particular column, error, empty values, distinct, unique, empty string, min, max. So we'll select as some other category like annual income. So if you see the annual income column profile, so count, errors, empty, distinct. So this one fine. And other way, min value, max value, average, standard deviation, even and odd also. Okay. So this many ways. So we had to find out with uh, the column profile, the features. Okay. And total income, total children, education level. So education level, so this one. So if you select, if you hover over the bachelor's, so 28%. Partial college 27%, high school 17%, graduate degree 17%, partial high school 8%. Like this way, we can find with the column profile. Easy to analyze the data, and the data quality also we had to check here. Okay. So this is the options explored with in this video. So mainly in this video, I have covered as so what all I have covered. First of all, we will save this one. Apply. Okay. So it is saving. Customer lookup rows loaded 5 errors. Okay. Close. So it is alerting the message. Okay. And again, if you go back with the close and apply. So if you close and apply, just check with the data model. So in data model, I have connected as the customer lookup, right? Okay. So mainly in this video, I have covered as so first of all, storage and connection modes. So storage connection modes are mainly import, DirectQuery, composite mode, and live connection. Connecting to database. Connecting to database is SQL Server we have connected, and extracting data from the web. So we extracted the data from the Wikipedia, and data profiling tools. One I have covered as column quality and column distribution, column profile. So next video we'll see as the text tools and numerical tools and date and time tools. So these three will cover as in the next video. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you like the content, please like and subscribe. Thank you.